Congratulations! morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. So, guys, is my voice is clear and audible? Can anyone confirm over the chat? Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you for your confirmation, and welcome everyone to the Power BI with SQL Week 1 live session. And today we have our instructor Abid here. So, before starting the session, we request everyone to please set your chat setting default to meeting group chat, and also stay on mute until and unless that you have a doubt. And one more thing, whenever the instructor is asking any question, so try to respond mostly in the chat box, because too many of you people unmute at the same time. So the instructor can't get what you're exactly trying to convey. Okay. So try to respond in the chat box so that the instructor will go through the chat. Okay, guys. So let's welcome our instructor, Abid. So hi, Abid. Good morning.
Good morning, Ravi. Good morning, everyone. Can you confirm if you can hear me clearly?
Yes, Abid.
Thank you. All right. I hope all of you can hear me clearly as well. Can you just mention that in the chat? Ravi, do you want to proceed or should we wait for some time for some more people to join, or can we proceed?
Abid, we can proceed.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So how are you all doing? Till now, how has your journey been? Did you understand everything that was taught? What did you understand by now? Let's get a quick glimpse of that. What all did you learn till now? What did you understand? Just give me the names of the topics that you have understood. Okay, let me begin. Did you understand what is data science? Did you understand what is data? Types of data, okay. Just mention the names in the chat, the topics in the chat here so that I can. Graphs, okay. Visualization of data, quantitative and qualitative data. Statistics is what you did, right? EDA and statistics, exploratory data analysis and statistics. That's what we understood, yes. What are the type of charts and when that should be used? Okay. That's great. So now you all will be able to answer my question when I ask you data and its uses, can I say? Or why is it important? Its importance. I'm sure now you'll be able to answer this question. So can you all tell me what is it used for? To analyze, okay. And make decisions, right? Organize and analyze, okay. Some more answers, please. Used for bringing insights of data, understanding the gaps and errors, for reporting. We can predict, okay. Progress for companies, growth, visualize the data, improvement, development. That's all that we are going to discuss now, okay? So now, that's good. You all have understood. Cleaning. Data is used for cleaning, or do we need to clean the data? We need to clean the data, right? That would be a part of, let's say if you are getting into a data analytics project, data science project, video is not visible. Okay. My camera is of a very bad quality. Wait. Okay, I'll work on it and probably after the break, I'll just turn it on. For now, let's just focus on if you can see my screen, Anil. Okay, all right. Now let's just understand what, okay, I've got information from all of you, what data is. It's used for getting important insights for business growth. That's the main agenda here. right? That is what data is used for. Now let's talk about the examples. What all type of data do you think we have as consumers as well as the producers? So for example, if we as a buyer, if we are generating any data, consumers of the content, let's say if you're using any social media, what is the data that you use, what is the data that you are giving away? So you can give me any examples. I don't want examples like financial data or healthcare data or sales data that everybody knows. I want some basic examples that you think we make use of every day. Photos, reviews, yes. Information, that's right. That would be the exact meaning of what data is, isn't it, Shravani? Grocery list, yes. What else? Salary. That would be in employees database. Okay, but I would still take it. YouTube command reviews. Okay. Marks, attendance. Feedback that you give for a session. Is that also data? Like you mentioned reviews already, but the feedback that you give for the session, that's also data. People present in the session, that is the attendance. So for today, for me, the data is people present in the session. Also the feedback that I would receive from all of you, spending patterns on products. This reminds me of, have you ever noticed, I'm sure obviously you did. If you shop online, do you ever get recommendations based on what you have purchased before? Do you ever get recommendations of watching videos based on your previous watch on YouTube? Yes, on purchasing, since somebody mentioned spending patterns on products, on Amazon, we get a lot of recommendations based on our previous buys, right? So that is also it. Also, have you noticed if you, not just on Amazon, if you search for something on one of your applications, on social media, you keep getting ads for that same thing or on YouTube. Have you noticed that? Not just when you search, even when you talk about it in front, I mean, when your phone is in your vicinity and you talk about that, you get ads these days. Have you noticed that? I don't know if it's happening with everybody, but it is happening with me. Yes, right? Exactly. So that's how our data is being collected. Based on our requirements, we are getting a lot of advertisements, right? And that's how they collect the data, and that is how they are making use of that data. And when you use that ad and you're already thinking about it, there are a lot of chances that you would purchase that thing, right? So that's how the data is being used. It might be because of relation, okay. It's done using artificial intelligence, exactly. All right, so now we all understand what data is, how are we consuming data, how are we, generating a lot of data as well. Now, all this data, we know that it's being used for business growth. So there is a process called as business intelligence. Has anyone ever heard about this? There is a process called as business intelligence. If you haven't heard the keyword business intelligence, it's actually the same thing. Collecting the data, making use of it for the growth of the business. Or if you want to say making business decisions, using data for making business decisions. That is business intelligence. To make informed business decisions, right? By now, like you all mentioned, we have understood how to get important insights from the data and what is different data. How can that data be made use of? Exactly, insights from the data, you will collect it and you will make informed business decisions from this. What is the meaning of informed business decisions? Very big word. Let's break it down into very simple things. What do you think is informed business decisions? A use case, can you give me? Use case as a very simple example. Let's say you are a small business owner and you have data. How will you make use of it? What kind of data will be useful for you? No answers? Who purchased more? Okay, purchase patterns of people. Yes, that's what, like you all mentioned. Spending patterns of people, so purchase pattern, historic data. To find fast selling products, costs and profits. Not just the fast selling products. Can I also say the product that is not selling, we can work, find out that and work on how to sell that as well, right? Evidence-based decisions. I have data for cars and owners. I can use this data to recommend service centers. Yes. Future trends. Right. So let's take an example of a very basic business. Okay. Target-based treatment. Yes. So what do we have here? Let's say a small business. It could be of anything. Let's say you make candles and you are selling them online. There are a lot of Instagram pages that people are using Instagram to sell these things online. So let's say you have a small candle making business. Okay. Now, what all type of data do you think you will have here? You will have your products inventory. Inventory will be there. Products will be there. What else will be there? Customers, if people have started purchasing, orders. Do you have all this different information with you? Let's say if you're starting any business. So this is just an example I have given. Any business. Shipment, okay. Can shipment be added to orders only? Profit, loss, okay. Data, that's exactly what we have. So what we will do, we will see if we can create one such table. Let's say type of candle that will be in the products only. So that information, what we will do now, we'll try to differentiate these things. We'll try to see what goes in a table, what goes in a column when you're talking about. Okay, people we are collaborating for delivery or employees. Let's say, for now it's a very small business and only you are the employee in that. Okay, let's keep it as small as that and let's work on it. So let's say I have a products table first because I've made a lot of products. Based on that, I have a products table. Now for that, in that products table, I'm going to add first the table. Okay, one by one, let's finish the table. I'll add small tables so that we understand what these are. Product ID will be there. Product name, price, unit price of that product. Okay. Or cost price and selling price, don't you think so? Let's say cost price. Should this be enough for a products table? For now, let's say it is. Quantity, I thought I would add it in a inventory table. Okay, I'll have an inventory table. In that, we will add this. Or, okay, why not? Let's not create a different inventory table. Okay. Um, this is one table. State and country. Wouldn't that be a different address table of customer address or so, Bharat? That will be there, but those will be columns. That's what I'm trying to help you now. We are going to differentiate between which should go in a column and which should go in a table. Okay. In each table, we'll try to add different columns. So we understand how to differentiate between these tables and columns, which one should go where. Description is important. Yes, let's add description also if required. Okay, that description will also go in this. For now, let's just skip it, but it can go in the products table only because we need to provide the description of the product. Packaging description, okay, that depends on how do you want to put it. Now let's order number will go in the order table, January. Now after products, let's have customers data. And after customers, I'll give you the orders data. Now here, I have a customers table. In the customers table, I'll have all those things that you all mentioned, uh, address and everything. Customer ID, first name of the customer, last name of the customer, what else? Contact, address, state, okay? Address, city, country. If you want to add states separately, let's add that also. There can be more, but for now, let's just keep it to this much. Now, are you able to understand what goes in what? Transaction ID will be a column in the orders table. Okay, so we understand the difference between columns and tables, right? Let's say for this one, and so on. Let's say that information would be there. Another one will be orders table. In this orders table, there will be an order ID. Transaction ID, I see Uday has mentioned about transaction ID. Let's have a different payment table again for that. Instead of inventory, let's add a payment table there. I have an orders table. I'll have order ID in this. Customer ID should I have here so that I know which customer has placed the order. I'll also have a product ID to see what did the customer buy. Total amount, let's add in this only if we require. Or total amount, we'll add it in the payments table. Yeah, this will be here total amount. Whether it is paid or not, we will add it in the payments table. Are you all understanding what am I creating here? Discount, if it is applicable, let's say there is no discount. Payment mode can be there, number of products, okay. Quantity for each product. Unit price also then I should add here, isn't it? Let's add total amount in a different table. Here we'll add unit price. This is cost price. Unit price will be different. How much are we selling it for? Okay. And similarly, I have from a different customer as well. Yes. Total sold, that will be the quantity, right? Let's say if they are buying only one thing. Now there could be another payment table like we mentioned. Based on this, I'll have a payment ID. I'll have an order ID for which order is the payment being made. Total amount paid. Made by which customer? There is one thing I want all of you to notice. Okay, UPI ID, payment status. Yes, we can add that also. However, if the payment is made only then I'll have the payment ID for it, isn't it? Payment date probably. Order dates, payment dates, dates column should also be there. Here it would be the payment date. Date, day, that is important, definitely. Because based on that, you'll get to know when was it delivered, when was it paid, all those things. You'll get to know. Yeah, mode of payment can also be added. And there can be still a lot more things. But now I have a question for all of you. I want to know what order did customer ID C3 placed? Is there any order placed by customer ID C3? Okay, no. What are the names of the customers who have placed orders? Names of the customers who have placed orders. Names, not the IDs. Right. Now, how did you get to know that? You're looking at the orders table, you're taking the customer IDs from here, and then you're able to relate it to the customers table, and you're able to get the names. Right? So your data will be divided into different tables. What you have to see is this, if this data is related to each other, it should definitely have common columns in between them. If there are common columns in between these tables, if it belongs to a single business, right? All the data, products, customers, orders, payments, let's say further, if you go, if there are employees, all of them belong to the same business, all the tables will be related to each other and we can extract information from that relational data. Yes. Now, how were you all able to answer me? Because all these things that you're able to see here, they are spread across different tables. Now, if I ask you, what did customer ID C1 buy? What did customer ID C1 buy? I want the name of the product. Candle 3, right? How much did they pay for it? Did they make the payment? Yes, right. So looking at different tables, you are able to answer that question. Now I'm going to show you a proper data set which we will be working on. This is a data set. Now, like you all mentioned, the region, delivery date, order date, payment mode. Maybe there was a sales representative who, um, you know, who helped you with the sale. Customers tables, products table, regions, dates, everything is available in this data set. So this will be one such data set. I'll share it with you in a while, but I want you all to do one thing. By any chance, has anyone downloaded Power BI? We'll put that to download if you have not already done it. Those who have it, that's great. Those who do not have it, I'll share the link with you. You'll keep it on download and then we will talk about it more so that, we don't have to wait for anybody to download. Those who have not downloaded it, click on this link and click on download. There's not much to do there. Okay, you can simply download it. It might direct you to Microsoft Store. Then it's okay if you download it from there also. Here I'm giving you the link here. You can also download it from Microsoft Store that's there on your system. Okay, after downloading, install it as well. Just keep it on download and come back to my screen. Did you do that? That's great. It will download. Now, let's discuss about what we were discussing here. So here, based on the different products that I have, what all can I find out here? Like you all mentioned, based on what people are ordering more, we can make decisions based on that. If people are ordering a certain product a lot, so I can find out what did they buy more, and I can purchase, keep that stock of that more, right? And whichever customer, let's say I have some customers details here. Does it ever happen that you register on a shopping website but never purchase anything from them? Did you ever do that? Maybe. I mean, I do that a lot. I just log into different websites to check the prices, and I see wherever the price is the least, I'll buy it from there. Add to cart and never buy it, yes. So yeah, just to check the product, how the prices are. Exactly. So in case when we register with them, right? So what happens when we are just registering, they confirm with an OTP and all those things happen. Our details will be registered with them. Even though we never purchased anything from them, our details will be registered in their customers table. If we buy anything from them, then our data will also be there in their sales transactions. Otherwise, it will be there only in the customers table. So when it is only in the customers table, so let's think of as a business owner's perspective. We have seen that a lot of customers are registering, but they are not placing orders. In that case, you might come up with different offers for them. Probably on your first order, you get this much discount. We have seen that as well, right? On your first order, you will get this much discount, you get this offer on your first order, all those things. So based on that data only, we'll see there are a lot of customers who are not there. How will we find that out? That is what our EDA process is. Doing a lot of EDA on that. Now, all these things that we just learned about, all these things as in the steps that we learned about, what all do? We find out each customer, probably which customer has placed order, which customer has not placed orders, products on which we are getting a lot of orders. All that, using that, we are making business decisions. The process here is business intelligence. Now, for that, there are different tools available. I'll pause here for a while. Did everybody understand? It was quite relatable, right? Everybody knows this already. Did everybody understand? Does anybody feel I'm going very fast? EDA is exploratory data analysis. Okay, it's exploratory data analysis and you're exploring the data. That's what we did. When I asked you questions about this, when I asked you the question, which customer placed order for candle 2, you will look for in the orders table and you see candle 2 is there, placed by C2. What is the name of the customer? The customer's name is Ravi. So you will go through all of these and you will answer, right? Because there are only 2 to 3 rows in this. Prashant, just if your laptop is 64-bit, download that one. By the way, are there any Mac users here? Oh, oh. Mac users cannot download this. What you have to do is you have to use a virtual machine, a VM, and then download. Later on, if you do not know how to use a VM, then write a mail to success@odinschool.com. We'll help you out with what VM you can use. Okay. But you cannot download it directly. Power BI is not supported in Mac. Or if possible, if you can work on a Windows laptop, that's great. But if it's not possible, we'll help you with that VM. Okay? Right. Right. Now what we will do, now we understood the process. How do we find missing values? Karthik, we will do all those things, okay? As we are going, I see you have mentioned imputation. Imputation is something that we don't use here in case of Power BI. Like I said, we are still in just starting. We'll do everything step by step, okay? How to find missing values. I did not even discuss what are missing values yet, right? So we will discuss all of those as we go ahead, okay? Step by step. Is that fine? I'll help you how to find out missing values. What to do with those missing values also I'll do. I'll help you out with. Okay. Now, coming back to this exploratory EDA, right? Now everybody knows what EDA is. The questions that I asked you about the data set. Now these will be asked to you as requirements. Okay. Let's say there is the company is facing some loss. They would come to probably understand what is happening. Why are there losses? Which product is causing losses? Or is there a specific region where there are people not buying anything? Is there a competitor that has come up? Or maybe the product's quality has gone down. So such things you will explore using this. That is exploratory data analysis. And to do that, we are using not just for exploratory data analysis. Let's say you have explored it, and now what you want to do, you want to present what you have found out. How will you present what you have found out? Some of you mentioned we learned about graphs. Did you learn about graphs last few weeks? Last week, sorry. We have learned about graphs. Samant, by any chance, were you not available last week? So now here, these will be presented using graphs. Yes, charts and graphs. Yeah. Charts are graphs. Okay, charts and graphs. There are different graphs and different charts. So here, all these, you are going to present what you have found out through graphs and charts. That is data visualization. Can I call that as data visualization? Yes, that is data visualization. Exploring the data and visualizing what you have found out, all that can be done in a BI tool. What is BI? Business intelligence, like I just mentioned. There are several business intelligence tools available. Power BI being the most commonly used. There is also Tableau. There's also Looker. What else is there? ClickSense is also there. SSIS is a ETL tool. It's not a visualization tool. Is my voice breaking for everybody? Can you all hear me properly? Right. Somebody mentioned Excel as well. Yes, Excel can be used, but Excel is not a BI tool. Okay. Excel, it helps with, can explore the data. You can create charts in that. That's correct. You can even create, I think you can even create a few dashboards in that. But although Excel can store a lot of data, but have you ever noticed when we are working with Excel, here in this, there are very few rows. Let's say if there are millions of rows in this, I'm not saying I won't be able to add here in Excel. I'll be able to add, but even if I try to apply a simple filter on that, Excel will hang like someone mentions, right? It will start giving sometimes it might even crash. So that is why I wouldn't go for Excel. That's the one limitation for Excel. What makes it exceptional? Exceptional as in, see, the thing is, I wouldn't say companies do not use all these. What we are focusing on is what most of the companies use. So if you notice, the thing is, it is from Microsoft, and a lot of companies use all the tools from Microsoft. What they do, you are going to use ETL tools of Microsoft. ETL is extraction, transformation, and loading. Do you know this process by any chance? Extraction, transformation. Was this ever discussed? Data is extract. It's very simple. Okay. You don't have to get into the technicalities of it. The data is extracted or collected. You know now how data is collected uh, from customers. Now how you are filling the forms. That is also a process of collecting data. And what else? Like you said, just our search history, surveys, all that is the part of collection of data. After the data is collected, that is extraction process. Okay. How extraction? Now let's say, Nazia, if you give me the feedback for the session towards the end of the session, right? You give it on the LMS. I am going to extract a very simple, very layman's example would be this. You give it on the LMS and I will be extracting it into an Excel sheet to keep a track of how my how people are liking my sessions. I'm going to keep a track of it. I'm going to put everything in an Excel and keep it. That is an extraction process. A very simple way to explain that. Did you understand? So there can be several other ways to do it. Now let's say if let's say you buy a product on Amazon. Do you give reviews there? They will they will be able to extract that information from their tool, from their what do you say, from the website or from the tool, and extract it and keep it in and probably in a database, right? So that is extraction. After they extract the data can be in any format. When I say any format, it can be simply text, it can be a video, it can be a photo, or it can be in the format that they don't want. They want it in this format only, like in a proper column format. So the data that is extracted will not be cleaned or structured. There are these terms called as structured and unstructured data. Structured is well organized data. Unstructured is not organized. So the data that you receive when you extract is mostly unstructured. You convert it to structured data. Okay, that process is transformation. Now this will be acceptable format, turning the data into acceptable format. Extraction is done, transformation is done, and then you store the data somewhere, a place where the data is loaded, a database or any data set where you want to store. Okay, that process is ETL. For this, there will be a different tool. My main question that I was answering is why Power BI? Okay, so a lot of companies for this, they use SSIS. And then after that, after the data is stored, they might use Microsoft SQL Server. Yes, Informatica is also there, but what happens, different tools when you work with, let's say if you're working with Tableau, if you're working with Looker, ClickSense, all these BI tools, they will need a third party tool for ETL, or not just for ETL, for storing the databases. They will need a different server and all those things. But what happens in case of Microsoft is everything is available from the same stack. Microsoft has ETL tools, Microsoft has database tools, Microsoft also has this visualization tool. So when company is using one particular stack, they will go with that only throughout. And hence, most companies use Microsoft. A lot of companies use, I'm not saying Tableau is not used. Yeah, a lot of companies, they use Microsoft as well as Tableau. These are the mostly used tools. But then there are several others. Like if I keep on writing, there are several BI tools. What are they mostly hiring based on? They are mostly hiring based on Power BI. But now when we learn about how to clean the data, how to structure the data properly, for which situation, which chart should be used, all these things, if we learn, don't you think learning other tools will become easy for us? If we know the process already, don't you think learning other tools will become simpler? Exactly. So while we are learning all these things, we are using Power BI to do that. Okay. But that does not mean later on, if you want to pick up any other, it'll be easier to get jobs based on Power BI. You can do your own research after the session. Just go to any, site that for these jobs, okay, and search for jobs on data analytics, data visualization, or just mention those as skills and search. Most of them require Power BI. Okay. But still, if you want to apply, maybe you are looking for a certain company. You have a lot of people have this in mind, right? Dream job, dream company we want to work for, and your dream company is using some other tool. It won't be difficult to pick up the tool. I'll give you an example of a phone. There will be people who are using phones to talk. Some people use an iPhone, some people use Android, all those things. What is the difference between them? The difference is the interface, right? What else is the different? A few things. Features will be different. OS, exactly. So based on that, you will just have to learn the other tool. Will the use of that tool differ? Use is the same. I'm using it for the same thing. So what we are learning here, we are trying to understand what is the process of cleaning the data? What should we keep in mind? Like somebody asked me in this session only, how do we find out missing values? What do we do with the missing values? If there are missing values in it, what should we do with it? These are conceptual questions. If you understand the concept, picking up the tool will not be a big deal. Okay, so we are learning Power BI to learn all these concepts. We will know for which question do we need to use which particular chart, or in a dashboard. Do you know what a dashboard is? We'll be creating dashboards also, graphs, charts, dashboards, reports, dashboards, all these things we are going to create using Power BI. Okay, in BI, this is also a part of it. You will do EDA, you will clean your data, you will also create reports. I wouldn't say an exceptional quality, but that's how I would explain the use of Power BI. Does that answer your question? Who asked me that? Why is Power BI exceptional? Okay. Similarly, there are others also. I wouldn't say they are not used. They are used as well, but the most used is this one. Even when we look, have you ever used Google Trends? What does Google Trends tell us? Google Trends will tell us what is the most searched for. Most search for as in how in demand is the keyword that we are searching for. So let me search for Power BI. Have you ever used this? I'll just set it to 12 months. Anything that is above 70 here is good. Okay, interest over time. How are people searching for this? This is Google Trends. You will just search for the keyword that you are looking for. I'm looking for Microsoft Power BI. Are people interested in that? Okay, and this is how it is going. You can also compare it with some other, its competitor. We know Tableau is there. Now this is your graph. Okay, I have set it to past 12 months. And in the past 12 months, I'm able to see this. Do you see what people are mostly? So I'm not saying that this is about jobs, that people are getting more jobs in Power BI or most in Tableau. No, I'm talking about which is more popular. Okay, so Power BI is what people are mostly searching about. There should be a reason why so many people are searching about it. This was only in India. You can also set it to worldwide, and it's still the same. Okay. That would be my another reason for using Power BI. Okay. You can also use this for any other thing. You can keep on adding some more. You also have Looker. Okay. So similarly, you can compare all the BI tools that you get to know. Fine. Does that answer all of your questions? Why Power BI? And did you all also understand what is Power BI now? All these processes that we learned about, we are going to do it using Power BI. Now let me know. Did I answer your questions of what is Power BI and why Power BI? Yes or no's? Coming back to my question is, did you install Power BI? Is Power BI installed in all your systems now? It was simple to install as well. It is also open source, so you did not have to pay anything there. Prachi, install it. I have shared the link, right? You can download it from the Microsoft Store as well. However, if not, download it from here. I have shared the link in the chat. No need. We will discuss about that. We will discuss about when do you need to pay. You need to pay, but when, we'll understand that as we go ahead. Okay, let's do one thing. To make sure that everybody has installed it, what we will do now, we'll go for a quick 10 minutes break. We will come back, and by the time, I hope everybody would have downloaded Power BI. Okay, I'm sharing the link again in the chat. For downloading and using Power BI desktop, there is no need to pay. And it will prompt you to log in or sign up. You don't have to even log in there. Okay. Yes, Vivek, we need to, but we'll discuss that in detail. There are a lot of things. There is not a yes or no answer for that. Yes, it's okay to install the app from the store. Okay. All right then. So Ravi, let's go for a quick 10 minutes break and then we'll come back.
Yeah, Abid, sure. Okay, guys, let's go for a short 10 minutes break and we'll continue the session after the break. Thank you. Yes, okay, guys, welcome back from the short break. So I hope everyone are back from the break. Okay, okay, Abida, over to you.
Thank you, Ravi. Can you all confirm if you can hear me? All right. Okay. Now, has everybody installed Power BI as well? Okay. We'll get back to that. What we will do is I'll explain you about the different components that are there in Power BI. You have Power BI Desktop, you have Power BI Service, and you have Power BI Mobile. These are the different components of Power BI. What did we just install? We installed Power BI Desktop. Okay. And Power BI Desktop is absolutely free to use. What all do we do in Power BI Desktop? All the ETL process that we talked about, the extraction, transformation, loading of data, and creating charts, dashboards, everything, we do it on Power BI Desktop. But why are we doing this? Why are we creating any charts or any dashboards? Why are we doing that? We have to share the reports with people. Let's say there are different stakeholders or different clients who we are working for. So we have to share it with them. How do we share it with them? With the help of Power BI service. If you create any reports on desktop, they'll be limited only to you. Okay, you can use it and you can keep it. You cannot publish it. What is the meaning of the word publish? That others should be able to see your work as well. And when we are working in an organization and we are sharing these reports, we need Power BI service for that. Power BI desktop is free to use. Power BI service, you have to buy the license for that. Okay, and you need to have an organizational account or from your university if you get any IDs, email IDs, things like that, an organizational account, whether you are work email, student email, anything like that, that you have to use in Power BI service. But desktop, you don't need anything, no need to sign up or anything, you can use it. Both have same interface. It's only for publishing, Vivek, service. Okay, so if you have to see somebody else's work, you have to see it on Power BI service. Let's say you are some manager and you are going to review the work done by somebody. So when you are reviewing, you will do it on service. You will see if your dashboard is working fine. That's what Power BI service is used for. What does Power BI mobile do? That's an app which you can download on your system, on your phones, but you cannot, what do you say? Make any changes to the report using phone. That is also where you would publish. So if you have published it, you'll be able to see it on your mobile app also. Okay. Did you understand these three products? Power BI Desktop, Power BI Service, Power BI Mobile. Simple. Any questions on this? No, that's as simple as that. So what did we download? We downloaded Power BI Desktop and everything that is there in that. You cannot make changes in Power BI Mobile. That's only to view the report, the work being done. Let's say your team people have created a dashboard and you just want to see the progress of some product that you are selling. Okay, and how the sales have been going of that product. You want access of that on your phone. In that case, you're going to use Power BI Mobile. Power BI Service, Rakeshwari, it's like it's only for viewing what is being prepared in desktop. After you prepare everything in desktop, you will publish it. Let's say blogs. Have you ever seen Medium? Read blogs on Medium? I don't know if it's an apt example, but you have never read blogs on Medium. Okay, have you ever read blogs? Any blog? Yeah. So when you read blogs, there will be a platform for that they'll be using. They will write it and then they will publish their blogs, right? So when they are writing it, they are using, so let's say if you know what Medium is where you can write and share your work. Okay, blogs or anything, this is where you would write. You can just read on it if you want to. Okay. And these are all the things that I can read on this. Okay. This is like Power BI service. I'm not writing anything here, but I'm reading what is already published. So that is what Power BI service is used for. After you do your work, you're going to publish it on Power BI service. Okay. So for others, so what happens with, let's say you're working in an MNC. Okay, and in that you have to share, and your stakeholders are in a different country. Even if since this is remote, mostly it is remote work these days, you're going to work from home, you're going to prepare your reports, and you're going to publish it. And when you publish it, people from the other teams or anybody should be able to view what you have done. They are going to view the dashboards and reports. So that published reports will be seen in service. We cannot do any changes in mobile. It's only for viewing. Mobile, you cannot do anything in mobile. It's just for viewing. No changes. Interactive dashboards will be there. What is the meaning of interactive? Applying filters. When you use Amazon, when you are purchasing anything, do you apply filters on that? Maybe I want to see of this particular product only, this particular author's book only. I want to buy something of this in this price range only. We are applying filters there. So you will be able to apply filters. Now in reports, what are filters? Let's say the sales data is of across India. You see a dashboard, a report, which is from across India. You don't want to see everything there. You want to see only those which is there in your region. You want to see how the sales happen in this region only. Or you want to see a particular employee's performance only. That is when you can filter. So these are interactive dashboards when you are able to apply filters. So those things you can do on mobile, but you cannot create or make any changes or anything in mobile. Does that answer your questions? Difference between these three understood?
Ma'am, can you explain once again Power BI of desktop?
Desktop is literally everything that we are going to learn now. You remember we mentioned about exploratory data analysis, doing visualization, creating reports, chart, transforming, preparing the data completely. Okay, everything that we are going to do now, all these things that we will learn here in Power BI, we are going to do it on desktop only. Preparing your data, creating reports, all these things, all these steps in business intelligence, we are going to do in Power BI desktop. This service is only for publishing. That's all. Does that answer? Who is that who asked me? Does that answer your question? What are we doing on desktop?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Explain about dashboard report. Dashboards. Okay. Let me see if I have an example of a dashboard to show you. I don't have an example dashboard report here, but dashboard, what it has is it will have multiple. Okay, let me open this one. Multiple reports or multiple charts in one place is what it will have. This one I can open. Okay, do you see this? This is a dashboard. Samant, I hope you can see this. Here, what you will do, let's say in this you have different regions. Let's say the sales or the sales that are happening, they belong to different region. Or one chart is showing the total sales that you have made, the count of total sale you have made. One chart is showing which employees have made how much sale. Each product that is giving you different revenue. Each dashboard will be about different things. So one dashboard can be about the orders that you received. One dashboard could be about how is products performing. So it depends on what business you are working for. So in that, what happens? You can check. An example that I'm giving you is, let's say it's of a certain category of products. Let's say you sell different categories, out of which I want to see for a certain category how the sales are doing of a certain category. Let's say furniture. If you're looking for how the furniture sales is happening, you can filter out furniture only and see their revenue, who has made more sales in that, what is the total amount of total number of products that I have sold, and all that. Does that explain someone? Someone, was that you who asked about this dashboards? These are different dashboards. We will work on each of them. Okay. So between dashboards and reports, this one single chart here is a report. Multiple charts together becomes a dashboard. Pravalika, each chart that you are creating is a report, something that you present. Let's say we just did a Google Trends example, right? So here, when we open this, and these filters, these are called as filters that I'm applying on this. This is a chart, or this is also a report. You can also call that as a report. You are showing that how Power BI has been performing over all these times. Now here, you can also do W, and you are just comparing your search. This is also a report. Does that explain now what is a report? A report is something you have to present to somebody. You created the chart. After that, you have to present it to somebody. That is a report that you are sending out. Just use basic English keywords. Don't get into, trying to complicate it by thinking that this is something different from what it actually means in English. Okay? Does that answer your question? Pravalika and Samant. Power apps are different from Power apps. There are several apps in that. Power BI will be one of those. I mean, it's different, yes. Sairam, it will be absolutely private. In this Power BI desktop, nobody can see your work unless you are publishing it on service. And when you are publishing it on service, it will be specifically for your organization only. When you publish it on service also. Not everybody, not public, cannot see it. Okay. Is it clear now? Desktop, service, mobile. In case of desktop, so here right now when we are learning Power BI, we will learn everything in desktop, and we will also learn how to publish it on service. Okay. Let's go ahead. It's like version control. I wouldn't really say that, but okay, yeah. I mean, you cannot relate it exactly like that, but you can say that if you want, if that helps you understand. People share it on other platforms. So does it allow? On other platforms, you can embed these reports. There will be an option to do that. If the platform where you are sharing on, if that allows this embedding from this, you can share it on that. Oh, that is a file. So let's say if I have worked on something, okay, is if I'm opening one of my files, I'll show you something that I have worked on. I did not create charts or anything. I just prepared my data. And if I want to share that with something once that I have prepared, okay, I want to share it, I can simply save that file as a PBIX file, and that will be shared. That's a different thing. Okay, it's not publishing. Okay, it's sharing the file that you have worked on, the desktop file, which you will do in this course. While you will be working on any report, we give you assignments, right? When you work on assignments, and what do you share with us? You will be sharing this file only with us, which you have worked on. Does that answer, Prashant? So things like these, you can simply share. I hope that answers your question, Prashant.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Now we have something as the architecture. Architecture will be how things work. You can say it's like just the working of Power BI is what I'm going to explain you here. So there are different data sources that you can connect Power BI with. What are data sources? I showed you one example of Excel file here, a retail sales data set, right? This is one example. Power BI, so I'll show you all the sources that it will accept also when we work on Power BI directly. But there will be several sources. It can be a CSV file, it can be from the website, it can be from an SQL kind of a database, or what do you say? CSV files, Excel files, all these you can connect. Google Sheets, there are several sources to it you can connect. So you can connect it. How will you connect it? You will connect it to, you will connect these data sources to this Power BI desktop. And then what do? You are going to perform all the steps that you have. Okay. All the steps that I mean, let's say I want to first clean the data. Clean the data is structured to unstructured to structured data. Do you remember that point that I mentioned? Unstructured to structured data. In Power BI, you can also do that. There is a specific tool in Power BI which will help you to do that. So I'll explain you. We will work on that a lot. Okay. So it will help you clean the data completely. So you will bring it to a structure or a format that is required as per your problem statement. Okay. So you are going to clean that data. Okay. And you are going to create reports based on that data. And then that happens in desktop. After that, you are going to publish it on service. And from that, you will be able to share access. Like mobile, we know this mobile app is there on that, or people will be able to see it on their desktops. Like somebody mentioned, can we add it to any application? Yes, you can connect it with any application and share your reports there. This is the clear process. First, connect the data source with desktop, move it, publish it on service, and people will be able to access it. Now, what is this gateways here? What happens? The process is connecting the data. But let's say we did this example, right? Customers refreshing the data, exactly, Bharat. Here, so we have customers data, right? That does not mean my customers will be limited to this only. Will the customers increase? If more people are buying my products, customers will be increasing. Orders will also be not this much. Orders will also increase. Payments will also increase. And maybe I'll also add more products to my inventory, and more products will be added. That means the data needs to be updated every time. So the reports will also have to be updated. You can do it manually, but doing it every day will be difficult. If more orders are coming up, more payments are coming up, do you think it's just adding up a task to yourself, right? Doing it manually. So what you can do, you can set a Power BI gateway. In that, you can decide when the update should happen. Okay. So it will be updated at a given time. If you, it will happen by with the help of these gateways. You don't have to do it manually. Did you understand what is this gateway used for? In fact, is the architecture clear? Architecture is nothing but just what happens in this, the steps. Did you all understand what is this? Any questions on this? We are working on desktop only. How we apply gateway, that's a different story. We will do that when we get into Power BI service. We'll understand the process. Is it database? Database as in? Gateway is to store and update data, exactly. That is where the data will be updated. Can you explain again? Let's do one thing. Let's write it down here. Okay. So now, what happens, Tirupati, if I try to understand the architecture? Why did I show the picture is a lot of people who already know what architecture means, they would expect an image like this. But ideally, it's just the simple steps that we need to know. Data is from different data sources, right? What are the different sources that we can think of? It can be in an Excel file. It can be in a CSV file. CSV is a text file. It can be in the form of, it can be from a website, a web page. It can be from anywhere. Data is collected from all these places. After it is connected, where it will be connected? It will be connected to desktop, Power BI desktop. When it is connected to Power BI desktop, you will, yes, JSON is also accepted. I'll show you all the different files that it accepts. Okay, now here in this Power BI desktop, what happens? There is something called as Power Query Editor. What will this do? This is for your ETL. Transformation of your data, cleaning of your data. It happens in this Power Query Editor. And what else will be done? You are going to create reports. You are going to create dashboards. All these things, this happens in desktop. So as, let's say if you are working as a BI developer or a BI analyst, there are different names to those roles who work with BI. So you are going to work on this, and then comes Power BI service. You are going to publish your reports over here. From here, you give access to probably Power BI mobile or anywhere else. You give access to these files. Using Power BI service, you will be giving access to these. They'll be able to see these reports that you have created on Power BI mobile, for example. Okay, that is the architecture. But here in this Power BI desktop, when you make any changes, or let's say the data that is there, the data that we upload, this will keep changing. Like I mentioned, I may get more customers, I may get more, what do you say, products, more orders, all those things, the data will keep updating. In that case, I would like to add a step over here. It's like a parallel step. It won't be like before or after this. So what will happen in this case? There is a gateway that you will set up where the data is stored, and all these things will be keep updating. Like more data is added, so it will be updated there. So there will be a gateway that you have to set up. Okay. Now I will pause here. Is it clear now? Tirupati. So we can access the data from Power BI service and mobile. Yes. You will access the reports. You can perform ETL steps also in Power BI. I'll show you. Okay, that's the, if somebody mentioned about the exceptional part, I would say that is the exceptional part. You can clean the data in Power BI desktop itself. Okay, that ETL that you're talking about, there is something called as Power Query Editor. We'll get to that. I'll explain. Now we are getting to that only after this. But are these clear to all of you? The components in Power BI, architecture of Power BI, what is Power BI, why Power BI? Can you explain all this? Can we do EDA in Power BI? Don't you think with the help of reports, we are ideally doing that only, Samant? I want to know, so the questions that I asked you, which product was bought most? Can that be called as EDA? Exploring the data, right? Answering the questions about the data. That can be a part of EDA. So if you want to show a chart showing all the products that are being bought more, that is also a part of EDA only. But there can be other things also. Maybe you want to see, say, I want to see if there are null values. Yes, you can see it. I want to see if there are, date format is not correct in the table. Yes, you can see that in Power BI also. That is what cleaning data you can use Power BI for. So can everybody confirm if everything is clear till here? Then we'll understand Power BI interface and all these things that we have been talking about. We will do it actually. For cleaning data, we can use Power BI. Can you all hear me? Yes, ETL is a part of data engineering, but as a job role, yes, that will be in that part only, but you will be able to do that in Power Query as well, and Power BI as well. This, the one that you're talking about, that is they use SSIS, data engineers. That is their, what they can do. But here you can do it in Power BI as well. For setting the gateway, we need to publish or we do it in desktop. No. After you publish only, you will be able to do it. Yes, gateways will control access permissions. Access permissions is done in service. Can I remove redundant data? You can do everything using Power BI. Complete cleaning, whatever you want to call cleaning. What is the meaning of data cleaning? What all steps are involved? We will learn all the steps that are there. We'll talk about the steps also in data cleaning. All those steps you can do in Power BI. Everything you can tell me about data cleaning, we can do it in Power BI. Anand, I hope I answered your question. Samant, I hope I answered your question. Pooja, is everything clear now? Vivek, Sai Krishna. Can I get a yes or no? Is everything clear now? How do we perform data cleaning in normal Excel? You don't have to do it in Excel. When we have something, a tool in Power BI which you can do it, why would I do it in Excel? Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. Since I'm getting a lot of questions as in, can we do this in Power BI? Can we do that in Power BI? Instead of answering the question, can I directly go into Power BI and actually show you what it can do? Let's do that. And then decide if that actually works, isn't it? Because answering questions here, just saying yes or no, it's not useful, right? Let's just directly get into Power BI and start working on it. So what we will do, did you all open Power BI? You don't, okay. One thing that we will follow as a rule in all the sessions. See here in Power BI, when we are working on it, we are not uh, writing any codes, any queries or codes. We are not doing that. Okay. We are understanding each and every aspect of Power BI. In Power BI, you don't have to write any codes. That everybody knows. We won't write any codes. So you don't have to do it along with me. I would say follow this as a rule. You will see what I am doing first. If you want, you can make a note of it. And after I am done, I'll give you task. I'll ask you to do the same step again. You're going to do that same step again. Okay. And then that's how we will learn it. Otherwise, you will miss the steps that I'm doing. So for example, if I connect the data, okay, and when I'm connecting the data, if you just try to go and download the data set that I'm talking about and try to do it while I'm doing it, don't you think you'll miss any step? And that will cause a lot of chaos. Let's say 5 people have done it, 20 people have not done it. I have to wait for 20 others to do it, and then I have to do it. That will delay the things. So is it fine with everybody doing it after I do it? Okay, follow this as a rule throughout all the Power BI sessions. Data sets will be shared with you while I'm working on it. After I'm done also, on the LMS also, they will be uploaded. Have you all gone through the agenda, by the way? This is the agenda. Okay, so this is all that we are supposed to do today. So we are done till here. We are going to learn more on Power BI, how to connect it, all these things that we are going to cover here. Okay, and in this, towards the end, whatever data set or any files that I share during the session, it will be added over here, like they'll be called as in-class resources. Okay. Last week it was added here in class resources. Similarly, this week also, any data set that I'll use, they will be added here as in class resources. Okay. So everything will be shared that I use here, don't worry. Now let's directly go to Power BI. You will select a blank report, open a blank report. When I click on blank report, this is where I will land. Is everybody on my screen? Can everybody see my screen? Don't go to Power BI and check it on your screens. We will check there, but I hope everybody can see here. Everybody, I have all your undivided attention. Right? Now, there are different things in Power BI desktop. This is the first one. When you open Power BI desktop, this is where you land on. It will ask you to connect. I have not connected any data set to this yet. Okay. This is what you will see. If any data is connected, you will see all the tables on the right side over here. Okay, here is where you will see the data that is connected. On this side, you will see all the visualizations. This part is called as a canvas. Any uh, reports or any graphs that I create, I'll be able to see on this one. Okay, in the report view, here is where I'll see it. Now, remember these steps. You will click on get data, and get data is where I'm going to connect it to a data source. We talked about connecting to a data source. This is where I'm going to connect it to data source. When I click on it, you see only a few here. But when you click on more, you see so many data sources. You can connect it to so many data sources. Okay. The most common ones, as soon as you click on get data, these are the most commonly used data sources. Okay. For now, I'm going to connect it to an Excel only. And when I click on Excel, I can connect it to an Excel file only. Have you ever seen the data sets or tables or Excel files only? Some of them will be CSV and some of them will be Excel. Do you all know the difference? You do not know the difference? So, on the LMS, if you just, okay, see, on the LMS, you have Power BI week 1. Okay, here, if you scroll down, you will see tasks and assignment data sets. For performing all the tasks that are given, you will download this data set. Okay, these are for tasks only. Okay, it's a zipped file. You have to extract it. You will be able to use that file only after you extract it. Okay, did you understand things till here? I am not using Power BI for that. I'm just showing you how to download it from the LMS and how to extract the dataset. So here, if you see in the file type, there are different file types mentioned. There is a comma separated value file. There is an Excel worksheet. .csv, look at the extension here. .csv, this is .xlsx. Right? So when I'm connecting here, if I select Excel workbook, I'll be able to see only those which end with XLSX. If I select CSV, I'll be able to see all the CSV file. A lot of people get confused here. Why are we not getting all the files there? Because some of them are Excel files, some of them are CSV files. Did you understand the difference? Although clicking on this, I'll be able to see different options. I'm going to choose one of the Excel workbooks maybe, then I'll select Excel. Otherwise, I'll use CSV. and then select those which have CSV as the extension. I hope there's no doubt about that. So for now, we are not using that dataset, that tasks dataset. I will share a file with all of you. This is a very simple retail dataset. It's an Excel file. Okay. For now, it cannot be sent. Okay, wait. Let me know if you are able to download it from here. CSV is a text file, Saira. Okay, it's actually a text file. And like, okay, somebody actually explained that. Vivek mentioned, okay, when you access it through Excel, it comes as a tabular file. So you all are able to see that dataset and download it. That is one I'm going to use here. For tasks and assignment, you won't use that. For tasks and assignment that is given on the LMS, there are different tasks assignments given. For that, you're going to use the dataset that is given here only. Did you understand the difference between both? The one that I'm using in the class for explaining examples is a retail dataset. For doing the tasks that are there, classwork tasks, homework tasks, you're going to use task and assignment dataset. No confusion there? Because if I use the tasks and assignment dataset only to explain it to you, then, it'll be like I'll be solving most of the tasks in that case. So that's why I'm not using the same dataset. All right. Now, I hope I have all of your attention here. Now, I can directly, here if you see there are different options. I can either click on get sources and get one of the sources, select one of the sources, or there is also Excel. I can select Excel from here, OneLake, SQL Server, Dataverse from anywhere, or the recent sources that I have selected. Mostly the recent sources that I've selected, I can select from there also. Okay. What I'll do, I'll click on Excel. And where is my retail data set? I'll select that. When I select it, it's showing connecting. It won't connect directly. It will ask me a few options. These are the different sheets in that retail data set. In an Excel file, there will be different sheets. I showed you customers. I showed you regions, sales transaction. Do you remember seeing all those sheets in that retail data set? These are those sheets. You don't remember? This is the retail data set, Balakrishna. In this, you have different sheets. Sales transaction is one sheet, customers in one sheet, products, region, date table. Do you see them now? That is what I'm talking about. So I'll select them. You can either load all of them together, or if you want to work on only one sheet, you can do that also. But for now, we need all the sheets. So I'm selecting all the sheets here. If you click on load, I'll show you the difference between both. I'll click on load first. When I'm clicking on load, all the data directly is uploaded without making any changes. But we do understand that we need to clean the data sets. For now, what did I do? I just clicked on load and that loaded the data set. It will take some time for you also for the first time when you are connecting. During the day for the first time when you connect, it will take time. Data modeling also will do. We'll do it eventually. We'll do all of it, don't worry. Data modeling is also there. DAX is also there. Data cleaning is also there. Too many things to do. We'll do all. Okay. Now, if you see here, you see all the tables. I told you if there is no data set connected, it will not show anything. It will be empty there. But now I have connected a data set. So do you see all these tables? Customers tables and the columns in it. Date table and the column in it. And now the data is just loaded. I have loaded the data set, but I did not make any changes to it. I need to clean the data as well. And I told you in Power BI, we can clean the data as well. What I did there, I just cleaned the data. Now let's say I'll open a new blank report. Can we export data set we worked on? Yes, you can do that. I'm opening a new one now to show you the difference between what happens when I just load it, what happens when I just if there is any other step I'm doing. Here, when I showed you, I just clicked on load. Did you all notice that? I just clicked on load and the data was loaded here. Okay, nothing else, no changes made. But now I want to make a change to it. Okay, now in this, there is no data. So I'll click on get data, click on the Excel workbook. Now I've opened too many files actually. Okay, now when I click on open data, get data, I'll show you something here now. I'll select all the tables again. Instead of clicking on load, previously I clicked on load. Instead of clicking on load, I'll click on transform data. This, what it opens now, is not Power BI desktop. I mean, it's a part of it, but this is Power Query Editor. This is where I connected the data, but if you see, the data is not loaded here. Why? Because I clicked on transform data. So it takes me to Power Query Editor. This is where I'll make all the changes. Maybe if a data type is wrong, I'll correct the data type. Maybe if the columns are not how I want them, I'll make them like that. Like somebody mentioned, missing values are there. So I'll be working on the missing values. Okay, all those things I'll be able to do on this Power Query Editor. How to open Power Query Editor? When you connect the data, when you click on import data, select all the files, you will click on load if you want to just load it. But if you want to open Power Query Editor, you will click on transform data. Okay. But let's say in this one, in the first file, I did not click on transform. So there will be no query editor. Does that mean I cannot open query editor? It's not like that. Do you see this option transform data here? Can you see this option here on my screen, transform data? Click on that. It opens the query editor. Okay. Let's say while selecting the files, you did not do it, but you want to make the change. Okay. So in that case, you might just click on transform data. And this is your Power Query Editor. Okay. So here on this canvas and on desktop, you're going to create any visuals that you want to, but on Query Editor, yes, this will tell the errors. You have to identify it, obviously. If you see, I'll explain you about all of them, each one of them, what is each one saying, how to make change for each of them. We'll understand each of them, Prashant. Okay. Now in this, you have different tables. You'll be able to see all these tables here. Here, if you notice, if all the columns are valid, if there are any errors, you will see the errors here. If there are null values, you will see in empty, you will see the null values. Okay. So Prashant, I think that answers your question directly here. If everything is correct, it will show you here. If there are errors, errors are something that it is not able to read. Yes, Janvi, I'm coming to that. Something it is not able to read. In Excel also, have you noticed, a lot of times it gives you a lot of hash, right? That it does not understand what is there in it, or probably a hash with an error. Okay, that it is not able to read. Something that is there in that row is not readable by Power BI. In that case, it will give you errors over there. or any value that is wrongly calculated. If I divide any number by 0, is there any output can you get? Can you divide a number by 0? No, right? So in that case, you get error there. So let's say if there is an amount that I have in the sales transaction table, I have some amount, a unit price that's there. Okay. If I want to probably divide all these by something, but let's say for one of them, I have divided this by 0. I'll get an error in the output, isn't it? So for those errors, here you will see that error, that there are errors in that particular row. Empty null values. What are null values? If we do not have that information. Do you understand the difference between a cell which has 0 and a cell which does not have any value? For example, here, if this is 0 and this is empty, you have two cells here. Which one is the null value? Not 0. See, understand this. When we look at this, if it is 0, in the quantity column, it is 0. Right? So when quantity is 0, that means you don't have that product. But if it is empty, that is null. That means you don't have the information. 0 is a value. 0 means you don't have, like Damini mentioned, 0 means something, empty means null. 0 here in quantity means that particular quantity is not available. 0. Okay, you don't have that quantity. That product is not available. Null means you do not know. You don't have that information. That's the difference between 0 and null. For this price also, if I give it 0, that means I'm selling it for free. If I'm giving null, that means I don't have the product price details. That's the difference between 0 and null. So don't consider 0 as null. So if there are null values, they will appear as null value, or they might also appear as NA. It might be available like that. That means those values are not available. Did you understand the difference between, what is a null value? When you don't have that information. There is a possibility that you don't have information for a few things. Do you see here? There are null values. You do not know that order was placed by who. In this, if you see in empty, you see 20%. So you don't have that information. Who has sold that particular product or who made that transaction. So these are null values. You don't have the information. And these are all the tables. We are going to make changes on this. We will start working on this. Did you understand the difference between load and transform? Okay, you all can do that now. How do we enable summary of data you're looking into? Go to view, click on column quality. If it's not seen on your system, on your Power Query editor, view and click on column quality. Okay, you all can do this now. But what we will do first, we will go for a quick 10 minutes break. We'll come back and we'll start working on them. Okay. You can either work on the data set that I shared, or you can work on the classwork tasks that are given. We'll come back and we'll decide that. Okay. Let's go for a quick 10 minutes break and then we'll come back. Ravi, let's go for a break.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, okay, guys, let's go for a short 10 minutes break. Yes. Okay, guys. Welcome back from the short break. So, Abid, over to you.
Thank you, Ravi. All right. Hope everybody is back from the break. Can you all give confirmations in the chat? Okay. Did you all load the data set? Load or transform, or shall we do it now? And that will be a part of your classwork tasks. How to see valid error empty. For those who have not uploaded, you can load the data set. You can load this retail sales data set if you have not done it already. So once you are loading it, instead of clicking on load, click on transform. Okay. Now, how to get these valid error empty that you're able to see here. In the Power Query Editor, home, transform, add column. Beside that, there is view. Can you see this view? Can you see the view? Click on view, and here you have column quality. If you click on column quality, you will see the column quality. If you want to see that, otherwise it's not needed. You can keep it like this. Can you all confirm if you could do that? I know some of you cannot see it, but you can, when you click on it, you'll be able to see these. What we can do in this, in the customers table, I have different information. Okay. Different information as in different columns. What is customer table giving me? Customer ID, full name, email, phone number, city, gender. What I want to do, I want to merge two columns. What is the meaning of merge? Empty or null data value, they are the same, Vivek. In this, what happens? Okay, let me explain the interface first. Okay, I'll come back to merging what I was talking about, but I'll explain the interface. These are the different tables that we loaded. Okay, that's what you will see here. Here in between, you will see the table. If I just select a different table, it will show me the different table. Then I'll go to another table and it will show me that table. Okay, that's what it is showing here. On the right side, if we do any steps, okay, what can be the steps? I have connected the data source. We have been navigating to different files. Promoted headers is, you did not do it, but by default, it does that step. What is promoted header means? If you open that Excel file, oh, sorry. If you open that Excel file, in this, there are different rows, right? The first row is the header. What is the meaning of header? The name of the column. Is that what header is? So ideally, if you look at the Excel sheet, we are able to identify because it is there in bold. What if it was not in bold? It would just be a same cell value, right? Because it's in bold, I know that it is the column name. What will Power BI do? It will promote the first row as header. That means that is the name of the column. It will turn it to name of the column. Did you understand what did I say? Promote to header. By default, it will apply that step. Okay, we can also do it. We will do it, how to do it. We'll see all those, everything that's there here. But here, by default, as soon as you connect the data, it will convert the first row, promote the first row to header. Now, do you see what is a header? This, the column name, customer ID, full name, email, phone number, and all these. It just converted it to header. I'm going too fast, is it? Rakeshwari, don't do it along with me. Are you trying to do it along with me? Are you doing it along with me? Don't do it along with me. I'll tell you when you have to do it. Okay. I did not do anything. Okay. I just explained you what happens when you load the data, click on transform data. When you are clicking on transform data, let me do it all over again. It will take some time for some, it might seem like this is going very slow. For some, it might seem like this is going very fast. For those whom it feels like it's going fast, you need to tell me. For those who feel that it is going very slow, Since it's just the first session, please cooperate with your peers. It might take some time for some to pick it up. This is just a tool you are learning, okay? There is no, codes or anything you're writing. So just consider it like any application that you will learn how to use, right? So Rakeshwari, did you understand this part where I connect the data set? Get data, Excel workbook, retail data set. It loads, it will take time to load, and then it will ask me what files do I want. I'll select all the files and I'll click on transform data. Till here, is it clear to you? When I'm clicking on transform data, it takes me to Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor is where I will clean the data. When it is on Power Query Editor, when I click on transform, it's not loaded here. Do you notice? It's not loaded here when I'm clicking on transform. If I click on load only, it gets loaded. So I just click on transform, then it will be here. I have to make the changes, all the changes that I want. Then after that, here if you see apply changes, discard changes. If you click on apply changes, all the changes that you made on Power Query Editor will be made. And then your data will be uploaded here. So unless and until I click on apply changes, the data will not be seen here. So I'll go back to the Power Query Editor. In this, I loaded this table. In this table, there are no headers. Headers are A, B, C, D. That's what it is, right? What are headers? Column name. Remember it as a column name. So in Excel, it is A, B, C, D, E, F, just the name of these. When we write formulas in this, how do we write it? We give A, B, C, D only. Are we loading data? After loading data, same can be done. Yes, after loading also, just click on transform data and you'll be able to see. So I don't know how many of you know this. When you want to write any formulas in Excel, you give the header A, B, C, D. You use those names. You don't give region, you don't give payment modes. Because tables are separated only here. Darshan, different sheets. We uploaded an Excel file, right? There are different sheets in it. So that's why it separated it. Okay. Now in Excel that happens, but in Power BI, there won't be A, B, C, D, E. I mean, if you don't promote this column name, I want to use column names there instead of A, B, C, D, E. So what happens as soon as I connect it there, here, these column names are promoted as headers instead of A, B, C, D. Rakeshwari, does that explain? Any step that happens in case of Power Query Editor, anything that you are doing here will be registered in this applied steps. Any step, data source connected, you navigated to a different sheet. Your column names are promoted to headers. Data type, it will change based on what values are given. What are data types we will discuss now, but it will change the type. So all these steps by default Power BI will apply. I did not do anything. I just connected the data source. But if you see in all these tables, it has applied all these steps. Now going ahead, if I perform any step on this, for example, if there are two columns, I want to merge two columns. Merge is combining. I want to combine two columns. After I combine that, I'll see that step here. Okay, that is what this applied steps is. And all these options, we will use all of them and see how each of them works. That's all I told till now. Is it clear till here? Why is it showing 123? I'll tell you. Okay. So Samant, this 1, 2, 3 is data type. Okay. Every column will have a different data type. When I say data type, it can be text data type, right? Names of the customers, email ID of the customer, address of the customer is text. So everywhere where there is ABC, it is reading as text. Everywhere there is 1, 2, 3, it is reading as a numeric data type, numbers. Where there are decimal values, it is reading it as 1.2. Okay. If there is date data type, it will read it as date. I'll show you how would that show. It will show you a small calendar in this. Why not phone number? Phone number, okay. If you want to perform any calculation on any column, only then that column will be called as a numeric column, Janvi. Another thing is, do you see special characters plus minus? Because of that special character, it is not reading it as a number. Okay. Yes. You can change it to numeric when necessary. We will do that. Changing the data type, we have to do it. That is a part of data cleaning. What are the different things that you do in data cleaning when you say in this Power Query editor? There are several things that you can do. Change data type. Merge columns. Multiple columns can be there. I want to merge it into a single column. Split columns. Merge tables. Append tables. What is the difference? I'll tell you. Today we'll do that. Okay. Append tables. Sort. Arrange in ascending and descending. Filter. Is filter data cleaning? No, filter is not data cleaning. Filter is how do you want to see it in the output? That will not be a part of data cleaning. Change data types was one of them. Let me just take you there. Remove columns. Add column. Remove column. Correct form of data is that what change data type is. Pivot. Do you know what is pivot? You can pivot. What is that? We'll see that. Rename column. Several things can be done, out of which we will do a few today. We will do a few tomorrow. As per the agenda, let's check what all do we need to do today. Okay. Now, I see many of you are curious and you want to know, can we do this? Can we do this? You can do all of it. Everything that you know about cleaning data, it will be done. So we will merge columns, add column, remove column, sort column, merge and append tables. These things we will do today. Rest of it, there are several things that can be done. All these things, if you see, they are all done in Power Query editor only. We will do these tomorrow. We will do these today. Okay. So we'll do step by step. Don't worry. We will use all of these. We'll understand all these. What do they do? Okay. For now, let's just start with this. Did I miss answering any question? Yes, you can change it to numeric whenever it is necessary. We'll change data type there. Replace with other names, replace column names, you can do that. Now, the first thing that I want to do is merge two columns. Meaning of merging is combining. In this table, the full name is written as full name only. Most of the tables, it will be first name and last name. In case if it is first name as last name, we will have to merge them to make a full name. Similarly, here if you see, there is email and phone number. Can I call them, can I merge them together and call them as contact details? Do you think it'll be a good idea to do that? What I want to do, header can be changed after loading, yes. We will see that also. Ideally, what happens in Power BI, as soon as I connect to this Rakeshwari, it will change it to header. But you can change it later. We will see that also, how that can be done. This is done by default. We can also do it manually. For now, focus on what I am telling right now. Otherwise, you will miss what I'm saying here. Okay. What can be done, we will see all of it. After we are done with Power Query Editor, if you think some of the cleaning steps are not done, we will discuss those as well. Okay. For now, let's just focus on what we are doing right now. So like I said, I want to merge email and phone number. Merge is combine. Merge them and call it as contact details. Okay. So click on transform. What I'll do, I'll select these two columns. What I can do, click on this, press shift and your right arrow if you press, both of them will be selected. Or click on this, press Control and press Shift and click on this, both the columns will be selected. Now, after selecting both the columns, I will click on Merge Columns. Do you see Merge Column option? Where is this? In Home, this is called as a ribbon, by the way. Okay, in Home ribbon, Transform ribbon, Add Column ribbon, these are all called as ribbons. I'm going to click on Transform ribbon. You click on Transform ribbon, you click on Merge Column after selecting two columns. Merge Column. Now, as I click on Merge Column, it gives me options here. Why is it giving me options? See, separator. If I don't select any separator, let's say I'm keeping it as null. Okay, I'll show you what happens with both also. If I don't give a separator, there will be no space between these two. So let's say if an example email ID is there and a number is there. Do you want a space between them or do you want them to be completely merged? It is better if there is a space between them, right? Let's say if this is the email ID and this is the number. Okay, if I merge these two without a separator, this is how it will come. This doesn't look good. We need a space in between them. Either give a space, either give a hyphen, give a comma, give an underscore, give something. Okay, and that would be better if in that case, yes, you can give that also. Okay, you can give a pipe also. That's called as a pipe. You can give this as well, right? So give anything, just give a space so that we understand these two are two different entities. So that's what it is asking me for. You can select one of those given over here. Colon, comma, equal sign, semicolon, space. But you can give a custom one also. Like I said, I'm going to give this pipe. Okay. And then after you merge, there has to be a column name. See, one column is email, one column is phone number. If I merge them, what column name should it have? Give me options. What column name should I give them?
Contact details.
Contact details. That's the best name we can get, right? So contact details. So, okay, let's see if this works out. Do you see? It's separated with the separator I gave. And it is called as contact details now. Did you understand this? Did you understand the step? Now, if you notice in the applied step, merge column step is added. Did you see this? Now, if I click on this, that merge will be removed. See, my data is as it is now. So any change that we make, can we roll it back? Yes. I merged first. When I clicked on that, I made it again this. So for anybody who did not follow, select the columns that you want to merge. Click on merge column. You can select one of the given separators. Name the column. If you don't want to select one of those, you can give a custom one also. Click OK. And you got it. Not able to select, click on one, press shift, click on one column and then click on another column. Keep pressing shift while you are doing that. Yes, in that when you are giving custom, give a space before and after that, Samant. Yes, there is a process to split. We will use that split. But if you want to just remove that change, can you see here in the applied steps? What did I do? I clicked on this merge. Beside merge, there is an arrow, there's a cross mark. That means I don't want that step to be applied. Click on that, it will be back again, how it was. There is a special, there is a step to split also, but we will see that later. Like I said, let's go as per the agenda. We will do all those that are there. Did you all understand merge columns? Did you all understand what a separator is? We used one separator. to separate them. That separator can also be called as delimiter, by the way. Okay. For some of it, as you go ahead, you will see it is also called as delimiter. Did you all do it? If you have not done it, do it now. Have you all done it? Try doing it. If we done several steps in between, we want to cut any one of the steps which we performed earlier. You can do that, Bharat, but what happens? Let's say if I have made a change to this column, right? Merge columns. After this, I performed several steps and later on, I just worked on maybe changing the data type of this. And in between, if I want to delete a step which is there in between, don't you think that will actually change other columns also which are affecting this? Based on this column, if I'm making all the changes. Okay. And from between, if I delete any step. So that will cause errors in my data. So it's not a good idea to do that. You can do that, but it's not a good idea to do this. Yes, it will impact other steps. Okay. If it is independent, you can do it, of course. See here, I'll show you all these classwork tasks. Okay. In classwork tasks day 1, these are the tasks that we are supposed to do here in the class. This you have to use this tasks and assignment data set. What I did was I shared a different data set with all of you to work on it because I am working on that. You can use that, or you can use this data set and perform the classwork tasks. So the first step we did it, right? We connected to Excel, connected to all the sheets in that. We just used a different data set. Okay. Let me know if you all are following what I'm saying. We just connected to it. We used a different data set. We understood what is load, what is transform. And yeah, this one we still have to do yet. We didn't do the concept required, but we just merged the columns. If you want to follow these classwork tasks, let me know. But what I'm thinking is you can do these as homework. Okay, use a different data set as homework. We will use the data set that I'm using in the class. Is it fine with everybody? However, for doing this merge queries, I'll have to show you a different data set also. I'll show you those as well. But for now, you're actually doing all these steps only, right? I want to have email and phone columns also after merging. You can do that. What you will do for that? Okay, I'm back here. I hope everybody is on my screen now. Everybody is done with that merging step, right? If you are done with that, just come back to my screen. I'll show you something what Vivek has asked here. I'm closing that. What we can do in this case, right click on this, you can duplicate that column. Another column of the same name will be created. Right click on the phone number, duplicate that column. So what did this duplicate column do? I clicked on the column name and clicked on duplicate. 2 duplicate columns were created. Now select those duplicate columns and merge them. So that column will also be there and the merged column will also be there. Did you understand what did I do, everybody? Multiple, you have to do it to all of them. See, usually you don't do that. You don't have to do it, Sairam, because that was a requirement. If that's a requirement, you have to duplicate and do it. That's how you will do it. You can also rearrange the columns. How will I rearrange the columns? Email and phone number are here, right? I want to get contact details also beside email and phone number only. Click on that, drag. So if you see, it gave me another step, reordered columns. Now, to answer somebody's question, somebody mentioned, can we delete a step in between? Now, if you notice, I duplicated the column and merged them, right? So if I delete this duplicate column, will it not affect the merged column now? Right? So don't delete steps from between. That will affect your later steps also. Okay, if it is absolutely independent, you can do it. But now if I delete duplicate column, that will affect my merge column, that will affect my reordered column, all the next steps will be affected. So that you have to be careful about. That's what I did then. I created duplicates and I merged the duplicates. Okay, now multiple steps I have done now. I have duplicated the column, I have merged the column, and I have reordered the column. Did you all understand? Rakeshwari, are you with us? Did you follow? Did everybody else follow? Anybody feels this is going very fast? I'm trying to go as slow as I can. I hope everybody is following. Merge is done, we'll learn add and remove column now. And then sort those columns. How can we add a column? There are different ways to add columns. Click on add column. Do you see beside transform, there is an add column? Once again, can you explain duplicate and reorder? Right click on the column that you want to duplicate. Click on duplicate column. Any column, if you right click on Omkar, you get an option. You get all these options. We'll see all these options also. For now, do you see a duplicate column option here? Click on duplicate column. That duplicate column will be created. Do you see here? Duplicate column. Click on that column, drag it, reordered column. Did you understand?
Just one question. So we can also reorder the applied steps, right?
You can, but why would you?
No, for example, for the individual, I mean, for the independent
Yes.
task at least.
Yes,
We
we
will
will do
not
that.
have to do
You
that.
can do it. You can do it. And we will see how that, in what use cases that can be done. Okay, we will do that.
Ma'am, could you please explain once again merging? In my laptop, it's not working.
Okay. Select two columns. Let's say you have, this time I'll merge, no. Yeah, customer ID and full name. Let's say these two I want to merge. How will you select multiple columns? Press shift and click on all the columns that you want to merge. Okay. I want to merge only customer ID and full name. Select these two. Did you understand this till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Selected two columns. You have two options. I mean, you have multiple options in the ribbon. Home, transform, add column, view, tools, help. Click on transform. If you are on transform, do you see this merge column option?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Click on that. You will see this merge columns. You have a separator, you can give a name to that column. If you don't select a separator, there will be no space between these two values. If you want a separator, select one of those. Give a name to the column. I'm leaving it as it is, but give a name to the column. Are you done till there? Are you done till there?
Yeah, yes.
Click on OK. The column is merged. I merged this one with a space. Were you able to do Anand?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Right. So this is an extra column that I created, right? Contact details I had already created. So this is one column. You can remove that column. How to remove a column? As simple as right click on it and remove. Do you see this option, remove? An extra column that you have created, you don't want to work on it. Control Z on this, it doesn't work, Sai Krishna. So can you see? Just click on an extra column. What I would suggest is just click on any column and you can duplicate that column and then right click on that column and remove. Remove, you will see an option like this. Do you see this icon here? This is showing you that it's going to remove one of the columns. Remove. Do you see the name of the step is also there? Remove column. That is how you would remove a column. Just curious, are all the operations using interface options, or do we do later on using queries? You will do formulas, Vivek. There will be formulas like you have formulas in Excel. There will be formulas in DAX. But everything is just drag, drop, select. That's all these tools are. Not just Power BI. Even if you work on a Tableau or any other tool, it will be the same thing. Control Z does not work in Power BI. If you want to undo the previous step that you have done, click on this. Do you see in applied steps? You have done all the steps here. Click on this to remove that step. Sai Krishna, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. By the way, there's one more thing I want to tell all of you. These applied steps, they can be renamed. See, it's showing you duplicate column 1, duplicate column 2. Don't you think we should know what column we duplicated? So just to remove the vagueness, these all steps here, these are very vague, isn't it? Right click on that applied step, rename the applied step. Duplicated column email. Duplicated column, instead of column 1, phone number. Here again I duplicated. What did I duplicate? I duplicated the column contact details. Don't you think this is more clearer? Later on, if I save this, yes, Vivek, you can save this file. So when I save this and use it later, I'll know what did I duplicate, what did I remove. Reordered column, contact details. And then I removed the column also. Which column did I remove? Contact details. Copy of contact details. Don't you think if we are able to rename this, this is very useful? So later on, if I open this file again, I'll be able to see the steps that I applied. So what all did we do till now? All the steps are clearly given here. We learned how to duplicate a column. We learned how to merge the column. We learned how to reorder the column. And that's all. Right? Is everybody clear till here? Was everybody able to apply all these steps that I'm mentioning? Reorder once again. Reorder is as simple as how you would do in an Excel. Okay? Just drag and drop. Select it. Let's say I want contact details before these. I'll just drag it before. I want to drag it back again. It will be dragged. Just that as I am dragging here and there, it will give the name to that, reordered columns. Okay, so everything that you do here will be registered as a step. So that's why maybe you're getting confused that what is reordered and all that, but this is how you can do it. Okay. All right, so now remove column also we did. So did you understand remove column as well? Add column, there are several ways to add the column. I'll show you how to do that probably tomorrow. Okay, add column, there are many ways to do it. For now, let's just do something else. Add column, all the different things in add column, I'll show it to you. That will be a part of some other day's agenda as well. Okay, we're going to learn all of them. I'll show you how that has to be done. Conditional adding, all those things, I'll do it. For now, we will go to something, merge and append queries. Okay, we will learn these. Merge and append queries, when we are saying, we are talking about tables. We are not talking about columns. Now, have a look at these. Do you see it's written as queries? 5 queries are there. These 5 tables here, it's calling as queries. Did you understand this part? So when I want to merge or append queries, I'm talking about tables. Here, click on home, you have merge queries, you have append queries. That means you are performing that on the entire table. Did you understand that? In this table, I don't have suitable tables to merge. I'm going to use a different database. While I go to that, I'm going to show you something. Somebody asked me, can I save these? How can you save this? Is click on save. Like how you would normally save any table. Sheets as queries. Yes, Rakeshwar. Just different tables. Now here, I think Vivek asked me how to save this. So when I'm save, how do you normally save a file? That's how you'll save it. Click on retail sales cleaned. Name it anything and save. This file will be saved. Now what I'll do, I'll open a different sheet to show you merge and append queries. Yes, when you, save steps separately, you cannot save it anywhere. That will be the query editor file that you are saving. You can open anytime and those steps will be still available. Separately, you cannot save. It will be saved as the query editor file. Do you understand? I hope you do. Now, what I'm doing, I'm opening a different data set so that I can show you merge and append queries. Okay, for that, I need certain tables for that. In the task data set, I have these 15, 16, 17. In fact, oh, you cannot select all of them in a go, by the way. You'll have to open it. If it's in a different Excel file altogether. If it's in a single sheet, you saw that I could select them and I can use them. Right? Do you all remember how did we do for the retail data set? I selected each file and I was able to do it because it's in a same file, but sheets are different. You can do it like that. But here, all the sheets are loaded in. I have to load all of them separately. So now I just selected this. You can load from here also, new source. And if it's in CSV, click on that. And you can open them like this as well. How can we load clean data in Power BI desktop again? We have to load or else any connection. When you go back to Power BI desktop, it gives you this option, apply changes. You will just click on apply changes and those changes that you made in the query editor, they will be applied here, Kaushik. You can also load back again all the other files that are there. I'm just loading all those other files here, okay? There is products. And you can also do it along with me if you want, because it's a part of your task if you want to do it, or else just wait while I do it. So this is done.
At that time, we cannot select all the files, ma'am.
No, you cannot. Why would you merge? CSV and Excel are two different files. You cannot merge. Little products. Product subcategories, product returns. I'll load all of them. Okay, so I'll be able to work with most of them. Returns. I need those sales files as well, so I'll show you those as well. Both CSV and Excel files were loaded to Power BI. Can't we merge? You can upload them separately here. how can you merge them later on? Because the data in them should be same. I'll tell you what merge means and what are the conditions for merging them, then you'll understand. Okay, you can, so let's say separately, if you are uploading an Excel, you can upload and you'll be able to see it there. See, this is one example that I'm taking. And if I open it there, I'll see it in the query editor. It will be a part of my data, but it will not be merged into a single table. Do you see this? It will give me files like these. I can use them, but I cannot merge them. What is the meaning of merge? I'll tell you as we go ahead. So that's one CSV. I need these 15, 16, and 17. These are the sales, the adventure sales that are there. 15 is done, 16, and then I'll do for 17 as well. Now I have all the files that I want here. Just give me a moment, it's loading. There are some errors it encountered while I was loading. That's why it's showing like this. Like while this gets loaded, why don't you all try to load it as well? Did you all load this? I want you to load all the files, only the CSV files that are there in this AdventureWorks. Where will you find the AdventureWorks? Because if you are encountering the error, I can help you here only, right? So use this task and assignment data set. Close the retail sales file that we were working on. Okay, close it, save it. You will download this task and assignment data set. It will be downloaded as a zip file, extract it and upload all the CSV files. Can you do that? Or I'll just have to do it all over again. Just the CSV files. Yes, just the CSV files. Excel files, we don't need it right now. Excel files of these AdventureWorks dataset, we don't need it right now. You can first load and later on click on transform. That also you can do. Let me know once you're done uploading as well.
Ma'am, file is not showing after downloading as well. CSV file.
Did you extract the file? How will you extract the file? Wherever you have downloaded it on your system, go to that file's location. It's a zip file on the LMS when you are downloading. It's a zip file. Click on that. If you right click, you see the option to extract all. Click extract all, then it will show.
Okay.
Damini is done. How about the rest of you? You can first load and later click on transform as well. That is also fine. Okay, do one thing for now. If doing all the files is taking time, click
Ma'am,
on I need the products. I need the product subcategories. And I need all the sales data. You have to load products, this product subcategories, and sales. Okay. Just do all the sales files, products and product subcategories. Because what I'm going to show you now, for that, I need these. Which files to load? Samantha, are you able to hear me? Yes, so I'm talking to you only. I'm saying that you have to upload the products CSV file, product subcategories, sales 2016, 17, and 18. Upload all these 3 files. Did you understand?
ma'am, task assignment dataset, right? We need to upload.
Yes. Yes.
But I download it, but whenever I'm uploading, it's not showing, ma'am.
Okay.
I unzipped the file and image, but
Okay.
it's not showing.
It's still not showing. Where are you searching in the correct location? Can you just go here, click on get data. When you click on CSV, click on downloads. Okay. I mean, that will be downloaded on your downloads only, right? Or
Yeah, it
is it
is in.
downloaded in another location?
Yeah, it's in the download section only, but it's not showing, ma'am.
That means you have not extracted it. See.
Maybe because
how-
he's still clicking on the Excel version, not the CSV.
Okay. Did you click on Excel or CSV?
CSV only, ma'am, but the file is showing in the Excel format.
That is fine. It will, what happens is, this is a CSV file, but it will be shown here only. Do you see here? It's a CSV. Here you will be able to open all of these. Are you not seeing these options?
Wait, ma'am,
Okay.
I will see.
Can you share your screen, Anand? It is stuck. Nazia, what's the issue? Why is it stuck? Just upload only the 4 files, okay? Just use now, okay? Okay. You will use only the few files, products. If you are uploaded everything, that's great. If not, if you're facing issues, product subcategories, sales 2016, 15,
After
and
uploading one file and transform data, how to upload another file than that?
you will go back to your, okay. See, you have uploaded it. You have clicked on transform, right? It's okay if you have clicked on transform. You can click on new source and you can upload it from here also, or go back to the desktop. You get 2 options here. Okay, you see your desktop also, you see your query editor also. Okay, in your taskbar, you can see both. Click on desktop, click on get data and keep selecting from here. Just click on load data first. After all those are loaded, click on transform data.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anil, are you there? Do you want that error to be solved now?
Not yet, ma'am.
Do you want to share your screen?
Okay, I will share. You
Because it will
cannot.
be done quicker if you just select on shares, click on share screen
Yeah, I share.
and click on entire screen and share it.
Windows, ma'am, or entire screen?
It will show you entire screen. Click on entire screen and share.
Yeah, I click on entire screen, but here not option the share.
Below entire screen, there is a screen. Can you see that? Can you see it in blue?
Yeah, now I will sharing.
Okay.
This is the assignment task, ma'am.
Mhm.
Downloading. It's open. This extract all.
No, not this. Cancel this. Cancel it.
Yeah,
You go to downloads.
yes, ma'am.
Right click on your file. See, the file is not, just right click on it and extract it.
This one, ma'am.
I see
Data.
an extracted file is there, but just do it again. The one that we just installed, can you extract that? Okay. Replace.
This all, ma'am.
Yes. Now can you go to Power BI? Open that folder. Click on that folder. Tasks datasets folder is there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In this, these are all CSV files only.
Okay,
Because you
okay.
selected CSV, these are all CSV.
Okay, thank you. I got it. Can I stop the sharing, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. To come.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, by now, I hope everybody has understood, right? Let's go to transform data and let's make those changes. What will append and merge queries do? These are just two different types of how to connect the tables. Okay, how can I connect these different tables? Do you see multiple tables are there? Now, I don't want those as multiple tables. I want them as a single table. Do you see sales 2016, 2017, 2015, 16, and 17, I think, right? They are there in different tables. I want all of them in a single table. Okay, the use case is I just want to merge all of, I would just want all of them in one single table. Okay, there is a process called as appending. Meaning of the word append is adding towards the end. I'm not talking about in technical terms. I'm talking about English terms only. Append means adding towards the end. Okay. Now, this 2016, 15, 16, 17 tables, do you notice they all have same number of rows? Sorry, same number of columns? Order date, stock date, order number, all those things. Same goes with this and this. Did you all notice that? I want everybody to answer. Don't be on your screen. Look at my screen and answer. Otherwise, you will miss the steps. I hope all of you are on my screen. Okay, Prashant, I'll come back to you and solve, but just focus on my screen and understand the concept for now. I'll explain you also. I'll help you out as well. Okay, for now, just be here. You see three different tables. Adventure Work sales that happened in 2015. This is 2016 and this is 2017. All of them have same columns. Why do they have same columns? Because these are just the sales of different years. Order date, stock date, order number, everything just of different years. And that's why their columns are the same. When there are same number of columns in different tables, I just want to stack each table one above the other. What do I mean by stacking? See, I have an orders table over here. Okay, let's say this is for 2025. I have another table for 2024. Exactly, Vivek. That's what we're going to do. This is for 2024. And then I have another table for 2023. I'll change the order dates also. Do you understand these three different tables? 25, 24, 23. Orders that were there from these different ones. Same that is there in our adventure works table also. Now, do you see there are same number of columns in both of them? Now, what will I do? I told you something called as append. Meaning is adding towards the end. Meaning stacking one above the other or one below the other, however you want to call it. Okay. What happens when I append queries? The condition is number of columns have to be the same. Did I just combine all the tables? But what did I do? I appended them. Okay, this is one way of combining different tables. What did I just do? I stacked them one below the other. As a concept of it, did you understand? The condition is number of columns and the values in those columns have to be the same. Values as in, I don't mean that order IDs should be the same, everything should be the same, but as in the data type of that column should be the same and the number of columns should be the same. Everybody clear? Anybody who did not understand wants another explanation of this? Could you please repeat? See, what am I doing here? Number of rows can be different. Obviously, every year sales won't be the same, right? So the number of rows can be different. Anil, what do you do here? Oh, okay. Do you see these are different tables? Did you understand this part where the sales are from 23, 24, and 25? Are you clear about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now what I want is, I want one table which shows me all the sales together. Okay. All the sales together, 2005, 2004, 2003. For that, what do you suggest? What should we do?
We combining all ones.
Combining all those, right? So how do we combine? If all the columns, number of columns in all these three tables is the same, I can just stack them one below the other. Stacking is just keeping some things. If you have different books, you keep it one above the other. That is stacking.
Order.
Right? So I'm just stacking it. So here also, I'll just take each order and I'll stack it one below the other. If the columns are number of columns are same and the values signify the same thing, I'll just do this. Did you understand now, Anil? This
Got
is
it, ma'am.
appending.
Thank you.
Appending is just stacking one above the other. How can I do it in Power BI? Let's just see that. So I have 2015, 16, 17, and they are similar to what I just showed you there. What can I do now? I can click on append queries. Click on, when you see a small arrow beside this, you all are on my screen, right? Can you see this small arrow beside append queries? Click on that. It will show you two options. Append queries as new. If you select append queries, it will add all the tables to this 2017 only. It will add the other tables also. If I click on append queries as new, it will create a new table and keep all those tables. So what do I mean by that? Here it is appended queries as new. If I just use append queries without append queries as new, it will add everything in this. This is append queries. If I use append queries as new, it will create a new table with those values. Did you understand the difference between these two? Append queries and append queries as new. Does anybody feel I'm going fast? Are you all following me?
So that will get added in the last table, right? Or the first table, if you're using append queries.
You have to select which table. So here I've selected last table, it will get added there. If I'm selecting this one, it will get added on this.
Thank you.
So what will I do? The better way to do it is append queries as new. Why to disturb the old tables, right? So that if I don't want it anymore, I can delete it separately. So I'll always append queries as new. Now you will select the tables. When I clicked on append queries as new, or even if I'm selecting as append queries, these are the options that you can see. I hope everybody is still on my screen. Now I can append only 2 tables if I want. So do you see concatenate? Concatenate is a word. I saw somebody mentioning that already. Concatenate is combining. Concatenating rows from 2 tables into a single table is when you use 2 tables. So you can select only 2 tables and click on OK and move on. But I have 3 tables here that I have to combine, right? So I will select 3 or more tables. 2015, 16, I just selected there. I'll click on select 17 and add. Did you understand these steps? Did you all follow these steps? Everybody, are you all with me in this? You all can do it after I am done as well. So I hope you remember the steps. Everybody, I would say make a note of it while I am doing instead of doing it along with me. Okay. So if you make a note of it, probably you will be able to do it easily afterwards. Click on OK. A new table is created. Do you see it's called as append 1? And you'll be able to see all the rows from 15, 16, 17, everything. Okay, you'll be able to see all of them. Right click on it, rename. You can call it combined sales or sales details, anything you want. So you can change the table name here. Like how you rename steps, you can rename the queries also here. Did you understand append queries and how did I do it? Everyone. It will
Ma'am,
be
I can't see append queries, ma'am.
Can you click on home?
Yes, ma'am.
There is transform, add column and everything. You will click on home. On home here you will see this. Can you still not see it?
No, ma'am.
Have you clicked on home only? Are you on home or transform? Do you see
On
these
home,
options?
I click. It is redirected to Power Query editor, ma'am.
We are in Power Query editor only.
No, ma'am. I only see merge columns and extract, ma'am.
Merge columns, you're seeing it in transform. See, merge columns, it's there in transform. Can you see my mouse, the cursor?
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
is it? Can you see I am showing
In
you
the
transform?
transform. Yes, ma'am.
Beside that, do you see this home?
Yes, ma'am.
If I click on that, options are changed. Do you see here? First see it on my screen and then go back and check on yours. Now do
Okay.
you see append?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you check on your screen also if it is there?
No, ma'am. Still not seeing.
Okay, I'll make you share your screen and then we'll do it. Okay. I'll
Yes,
come
ma'am.
back to you. Who is this? Omkar. Okay, I'll come back to you, Omkar. Is it kind of merging sheet CSV if all have the same column? Yes. Merging different tables. Don't call them as sheets anymore. After you have uploaded the sheets, Excel files, everything, in this, these are all queries only, all different tables. You are just merging them. That's all. Okay, this step that we did, it is called as appending. There is something else called as merging also. We will see merging as well. But probably we will stop here for today. I'll show you one more thing and we will stop. Merging, I'll show you tomorrow first thing. But don't go anywhere yet. Look at my screen. Here, I'm not able to see 2016-17 data because this is a year worth of data. 2015, 1 year, 2016, 2017. 3 years of each day sales I'm seeing here. So there will be a lot of rows, right? There will be a lot of rows in this. Do you all agree? Now that is why I'm not able to see. One way to see is to sort this data. When I sort it, I'll get in, the values below. That is 2017 values will come up if I arrange them in descending order. So in home only here, you have something called as sort. Do you see this sort here on my screen? You can arrange them from Z to A. Oh, the date format is not clear. That's why it's not doing. Okay, we have to change the data type also. That I'll show you probably. But I'll show you sort on some other column in that case. We'll change data types tomorrow because the data types are not coming. In your case, probably it has selected the correct data type. Okay, so okay, changing data types we will do tomorrow where I'll show you the correct how to choose the data type. Otherwise, it's not working like this. I'll show you how you can correct the data types. For now, since I started explaining what is sort, let me show you what is sort. If you got it, okay, you got it. All right. I'll show it to you something here. Okay, so product price, I want to arrange them in descending order. Select Z to A. So highest priced values will come up and then the lowest price will go down. Okay, you can do A to Z from the lower to higher. You can sort based on this. Did you understand what is sort doing? Irrespective of the date I was showing you. Because in the date, what happened? The data type, it is not reading correctly. Do you see it's showing as ABC123? It has to select it as date only. It should show a calendar to you here. That I'll
Ma'am,
show you how it does. Yes.
date type already data is sort because 2015 is coming first, then 16, then 17. Then why we have to sort it
I
in
want to see
date?
17 first. I want to see 17 first.
Okay.
So in that case, I'll have to sort it in descending, right? That's why. But it is not reading any data type properly. That is why if I'm trying to sort it, it is giving error. We will see how to change data types also. Tomorrow we will do that and we will learn all the other steps. Okay. So out of today's agenda, let me take you to the agenda for the day. In this, we have done all of it except for this merge queries. Okay. We did not do merge queries. We will do merge, but everything else is done. So do you have any question on anything we covered? Do you want to try append? Did you try append? Did you all do append by any chance?
Ma'am, just one question. So
Mm-hmm.
once we list the tables to append, so will it appear in the same order in which we added it?
Yes.
Okay. And there is also one thing called changed type in the applied steps, right? So what exactly it is? We haven't done
What?
anything.
It will, so this is we did not apply it. By default, it will select the data type by itself. Okay. When we are uploading the tables in this, when we are loading the tables, Power BI needs to understand what these data types are. So if you see, it is already giving me ABC, 1, 2, 3. These are the data types, text, numeric, all these data types. So what it does, it has to select its data types. That is, it is detecting data type by itself, and that's why it's showing change type. Later on, when we change the data type of these, let's say if it has read it wrong, because in this, the order date should be in date format properly, right? This one for one table, it read properly. For others, if it does not, so here, if you see, it did not, I have to change it. So it changed the data type as per or I should say, it just detected the data type. That's why it's giving you that step.
Okay, thanks,
When
ma'am.
we change later, again, it will show change type only.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So, hi, ma'am.
Yes.
So, when are we doing? I mean, when we do on the real data sets, we'll be doing multiple steps, right? Like maybe it may be sometimes even hundreds of steps. So, applied steps, if you don't store it somewhere else, then how do I come to know? Should I be go back to the same data set in Power BI and looking back into the steps and all?
See, this Power Query, this query editor entirely is saved. Okay. So when you open this again, all these steps will be there here. And for each table, different steps are there. For each table, you will see different steps.
Okay.
These will be there, but it will be there in the entire query editor, the edited file, the prepared file.
Okay.
So these steps will be saved in this.
Ma'am, sorting detail where mentioned combined मतलब where it mentioned that we have sorted, I'm not able to see. Like
In home, you have
जैसे
different.
applied जैसे वो changes आ रहे हैं जैसे whatever
हाँ.
we have done, sorting का change कहीं display नहीं होता है that we have done sorting.
If you sort it, you will see it. So I have sorted it in product table. Okay. In this products, if I click on this price, okay, and if I sort it in descending order, do you see it shows sorted?
Yes,
It will
ma'am.
show sorted also.
Okay, ma'am.
Every step it will show. I cannot see home, sort, and append queries. How is it possible? You will be able to see all of them. Can you take a screenshot of this part, Parkavi, if I'm pronouncing your name correct, and send it in the chat here? Okay. For those who have not done append, do it now. If you don't have the same columns, then append will not work. It should have the same number of columns. Otherwise, append will not work. Or if it works, it will give you null values there. Let's say if in one of the tables, let's say like this, if I don't have the column order date, okay, then here at the end, I'll get null values. It will load it, but there will be null values because you don't have that information. Does that answer, Chaitanya? Okay. Can everybody confirm if you have tried append and you are able to append all the three tables?
Ma'am, one more thing.
Mhm.
Whatever we have done before merge add, it is done in a single data set, and so it doesn't have word query, and now we are combining two or three data sets, so it is like append queries, so it is the word query there now, is it?
This is not query. Query as in you are not writing anything, isn't it? Here, if you see queries was already available. Queries, it's what is it referring to? It is referring to all the tables that you are adding. It is referring to tables.
Here we have many tables, so it is a query. If we have one table, then it will
It
like
is still
before.
a query.
Okay,
See, when we uploaded that retail sales table also, maybe you did not notice at that time. So if I
okay,
open a
ma'am.
new file also, and if you just upload that retail sales table, it is still a query.
I haven't noticed that, I guess.
Yes, I'll show it to you. See. This is just one table that I'm loading, but there are different sheets in it. Even if I select just one sheet, I'll select only one sheet this time just to show you. One sheet. Okay, I'm not looking at others. And transform. When it goes to the query editor, it still calls it queries. Do you see?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. So I see most of you are able to do it. There is a task called as merge queries task. We will do it by tomorrow. Only the merge queries is left. Since we are out of time, I thought we'll do it probably tomorrow. Does anybody have any question? How did you all feel? Do you think it's easier to do? It's just like learning any app, right? Did you all understand conceptually? Did anybody feel it went very fast? I understand some of you might feel that it went slow, but it will be there for 1 or 2 sessions till everybody learns how to use this.
So,
Ma'am,
hi.
Yes, someone.
ma'am, after appending, what we need to do?
After appending, you don't have to do anything. You'll be able to see it here once your data is appended. You will be able to see it over here, all of it. There's nothing you have to do.
Ma'am, how we can enter from Power BI to Power Query?
Go back. Here you have transform data, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Click on transform data, you'll go to PowerBI.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Vivek, you were asking something?
Yeah. So regarding the data types and all, so are we going to deal in detail about the data types and
Yes. We will learn about each data type properly. What is, how many will be there in numeric, what is decimal, what is integer, all these will do it.
and one more thing. So when we are loading a data set, I mean any file or any data set, do we have a provision of I mean suggesting the data set that has to be loaded? I mean,
No,
okay,
it will not be there. But after coming in, after it is in this query editor, you can change it from here. This we will learn.
okay,
Okay, how to use these.
yeah. And
Because as soon as we load, it will detect the data type.
okay. And one more thing, see, as of now, we have like 20 to 15 columns in a data set, whatever we have loaded. So in real time, we may range up to 80 to 90 columns in a single file, right? So if I do it by manually on each column, I mean, are we doing it manually like what we are doing here, or are we doing any query, I mean, any formulas or something like that?
You can use formulas also, but here, see, what is the catch here? If you notice, in case of Power BI or if you are looking at SQL, you have multiple tables in this, right? If there is any database which has a single table and it has all the columns from all the tables, right? Then in that case, there can be 80 to 90 columns. But here, if you notice, that's what I showed you multiple tables like this. Products table can have 10, 12 columns probably, but those are doable even if we are doing manually. Okay, you have to check all of them. In this case, in case of query editor, you have to do them manually only, but there can be ways to use formulas, of course. But mostly when you are checking the data type, changing the data type, everything has to be done manually. There won't be so many columns, and that is the reason why you have different tables instead of a single table.
Okay, so, I mean, I deal with healthcare data and all. So we
Mm-hmm.
receive files like we will be having around 200 columns in a single file and all. So we do some
Okay.
transformations and we put in some SQL Server and all databases. So while accessing,
Hmm.
at least I can see a maximum of 60 to 70 columns in a single. I mean, whatever the file we are talking about. So. I asked this question because I have seen such data
Hmm.
with multiple columns and also.
So you can connect your SQL Server data directly here. And then you can perform changes, based on that also. You can make changes there and come here, or you can make changes here. There is an option. We will learn how to connect it to SQL Server database and then work on that also. Okay. How to clean it there, that also we will learn as we go ahead. There are different ways to do that also. Directly, probably apply formulas to all of it. We will
Yeah.
see that.
Okay. And one last question.
Mhm.
So in our curriculum, do we have these formulas? By I mean, dealing the data set by using the formulas and
Yes,
all.
yes, yes. Without that, those are called as DAX. Okay. And
Okay.
without DAX, there is no point of learning Power BI. You have to learn DAX.
Yeah, thank you. And one last thing, I mean, in the Tableau, I mean, I don't want to compare the Power BI and Tableau. In the Tableau, whenever we load the data, we that segregates itself as a measures and dimensions. Like,
Yes.
so can we segregate here, or
Mm.
do we
There
have?
are dimensions and facts. They are
Yeah.
called dimensions and facts in this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it won't segregate. I know in Tableau, first it gives dimensions, below it gives measures,
Yeah.
but here it does not give it like that.
Oh,
But they are called as dimensions and facts. There is a table, and in data modeling, we'll learn that when we do
okay,
data
okay,
modeling.
okay. Thank you.
Right? Any other questions does anybody have?
Ma'am,
Yes, Anil.
I loaded all the adventures tables. That if I want to transform the data, I need to select one each at a time, or I can select the all.
You need to select.
If I want to transform the data, adventures data, I already loaded the four datas. If I want to transform that data, I need to click the transform at once at all, or I need to do seeing separately.
No. If you click on transform once only, it will take you to query editor. And here you can do it for all the sheets. You don't have to do it separately.
Okay, thank you, got it.
Difference between dimension and fact table, we will learn it when we do modeling. Okay. Next week, I think we have data modeling. We'll understand all of them. Okay. There are quite a few things that we need to know in that. Any other questions? Okay. Questions related to what we covered today. What is going to happen? What can Power BI do? That we will know eventually. Is everything clear for today's session?
Ma'am, for loading the data set, we need to load one file at a time.
Yes.
We cannot load all the files.
No.
Okay.
Nazia, can you write a mail to success@goodinschool.com? We will share you what you can use as the mail.
I have other query related to study. I have got my admission in 3 July, late admission. So I have my dashboard in 3 July. I mean, 2 days before. Today is 5 July. So I have, matlab, they have said that only orientation is done. Then there have been statistic class also have been finished. So I am not able to submit assignment. I have submit my assignment yesterday at Friday after in 5 p.m. So does it reduce my marks in any way, or what is the deadline?
Prashant, probably all these questions Ravi will be able to answer. So Ravi,
Okay,
over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Prashant, I'll reach out to you after the session. Okay.
okay, sir. So
No.
I have also mailed, but
Yes,
not that.
Prashant. We will reach out. No.
Okay, sir.
No. Okay, guys, that's all for today's session. I hope everyone have enjoyed the session and grasped a few concepts regarding the Power BI. So tomorrow also we will be having a session on same Power BI morning 10 a.m. So do try to attend the session without fail. And also don't forget to give your feedback. Okay. So once we wind up the session, just take a minute of your time, go back to LMS and please refresh your page and provide your feedback. 10 and 9 are considered that you are satisfied with the session. Also, drop a comment so that we can improve to our next live session.
Sir, one more thing. Sir, in जैसे in we have to submit assignment before Friday in a usual way, or we can
Yes,
submit it later.
yes, Prashant, before Friday only.
Okay, and test exercise also we have to done before Friday.
Yes, everything.
Before Friday.
Yes,
Sir, in my case, I have got late admission. I have submitted yesterday,
yes,
Friday at
Prashant,
5 p.m.
I got it. That's what I said. I'll reach out to you personally. We can discuss. Okay, since this is a live session, so let's keep it like that.
So, sir, I have one more thing. I haven't attempted practice test till now of
Okay, Prashant, we'll give
okay,
you a
sir.
chance. Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, guys. Thank you for attending the session and thank you, Abed. And that's all for today's session. Thank you all.